Queen PR, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Those Wrestling Girls. I know that it looks kind of weird because it's just me. This is not a sound off, I promise. It's your girl, Krista B. PR could not make it. She has something to do. She may pop up later, but let's just keep her in our thoughts and prayers today. So this is our first episode back and in a little minute. And I'm very excited about this episode because we have a very, very special guest on joining us today. You know her work. You've seen her before. She's literally taken over the wrestling photography world. And we had to have her on. We ran into her at WrestleMania this year. And we was just like, nope, we're going to connect. We're going to have you on. And the day is finally here. The day has finally come. So please help me welcome Miss Danielle, also known as DTF Mania on social media.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just chilling this hot weather.
Oh, you're in Florida. I'm in New York.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the weather. Loving it.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm good. I'm just still like recovering from WrestleMania. It takes a lot of energy out of me.
This is worse than jet lag.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't even been to a wrestling show. I'm tapped out. I was nonstop that whole week, and you guys were nonstop that whole week. So I'm like, I need a break.
Yeah, this is worse than jet lag. But I am so glad you were able to be on here today.
Yeah, of course.
We've been following your work for a long time now, and your work is amazing. So just get into how you got into wrestling and how did you get into photography? Let's do the photography part first, and then the rest.
Sure. So I have been so I started watching wrestling when I was 11, which was in the Attitude Era, and after some of my favorites left, I was okay, I don't feel like watching it. It's not for me. And then I had it on with background noise in 2018, and it was Roman Reigns, and I was like, all right, sign me up.
Right.
So it was right around I watched it during the Shield, but I was in and out, and then I saw that for the Royal Rumble, they were going to be in Orlando, and I just happened to take a week off of work that week. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. So I went by myself, and it was the 30-man versus one. And I was like, here I am. But it brought me back into wrestling. And I'm like, I really want to do something in the wrestling. I'm like, I don't want to be a wrestler because I'm not athletic. I'm very clumsy. I'm like, that wouldn't work out for me, but I want to do something. And at that time, it was people were doing the WWE shop, modeling shirts. And I did that for a bit. I was like, this is not me though. I don't want to be in front of the camera. So I randomly brought my camera to NXT, and NXT is here in Orlando. So I was like, okay, let me just go to a show. And I just started taking photos. And from there, I was just I really like doing this. I really love watching wrestling, but I also really love taking photos of the wrestlers. And so in the beginning, my work was just ugh. I look back at my work and I'm just ew. But I just learned, I just began to really love it. And I just started from there, continuing to go shows after shows after shows and just taking photos. And from there, I started to work on how do I make myself better? So I watched a lot of YouTube's, TikToks. I'm how do people make their work look step up their quality of work? So after that, I just noticing okay, I started experimenting. And I used to do grainy, and then I just found what works best for me. And that's why I tell people, I'm it's not about the camera that you buy. You could buy exactly what I buy, but your photos might not look how how mine look. So it's just all about testing what works for you and finding what works for you. And I feel I finally started to find what works for me. And being that it's wrestling and I love wrestling, it just works. It doesn't feel like work for me, but it's just I get a high from doing it, which is why I drive myself crazy WrestleMania, because I'm how many shows can I photograph?
Right. And speaking of your photos, let's just get into what these photos right here are amazing. Like, so how did you get discovered like by WWE to start like capturing photos at their events? Because this one was Zelina Vega in Puerto Rico, Liv Morgan at Royal Rumble. You know, that is that that's I can't think of her name right now, but on the tank. Royal Rumble.
Shotzi.
Yes. Yeah. Jey Uso, Seth Rollins. Like, how did you get discovered by WWE to start taking photos for them? Because they definitely use your photos on their social media, and of course they give you the credit for them. So how did that come about?
So like I said, like I started from NXT, and from NXT, that's where I got some of the people who are now in the main roster to follow me. Like Dakota Kai followed me when she was in NXT, and like I just built relationships with them from then. And so my name started getting passed around because I just started going to NXT. I started at their house shows, their main shows, and then like whenever the main roster would come to Orlando, I would take photos there. But I really started relationships with them from NXT, and went from there. The Shotzi, she started following me after that photo because she told me that was her favorite photo that's been taken of her. And it's a lot of social media. Like you guys like reposting my stuff, like it helps me so much. And I appreciate it. Like you guys don't have to, and you guys do it. And that's how I gained like all these wrestlers to start following me. Like Zelina Vega, she followed me shortly before that. And because she followed me, she saw that photo and started using it. I think it's like on her Twitter header. Like she always uses that photo, and I'm really proud of that photo because it was in Puerto Rico. My mother's Puerto Rican, and to be in the country, in the island that my grandmother was born and raised, to see another Puerto Rican woman to have her first like really big title shot, it was a good feel good like photo, and Backlash means so much to me. Backlash Puerto Rico was everything. I wish a lot of people were able to attend the show.
I wish I was able to attend that show. I have family out there as well, and I'm just like, dang, I wish I was able to go out there. The way the crowd was for Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Like,
it was one show that a lot of people said they were going to go to and didn't go, and I wish they just would have pulled the trigger because the vibe was so amazing. Like I went by myself, and I'm like, I don't feel like by myself. Like when Bad Bunny came out, I felt like you were at his concert. Like the vibe was just off the roof, and like even after the shows, there was like big parties. It was amazing.
I think I was getting my nails done when Bad Bunny came out, and I was acting a fool in a nail salon.
Yeah, I like lost my mind. It was such a good show. I would love to go back to Puerto Rico for a wrestling show.
I think that WWE needs to have like a WrestleMania in Puerto Rico.
They do. Like be on the beach and then go to a WrestleMania show. Oh, I
need to have a WrestleMania. We would never be complaining about the cold. I'll tell you that.
No, amazing food, amazing culture. I would be in heaven about it.
I will book early.
Puerto Rico booking. They would need to have buckets of deodorant everywhere. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah. True. So, how many? Out of all the pay-per-views that you've been to, even wrestling events that you've been to from the beginning up until now, besides the Zelina Vega photo, what has been your favorite photo that you have captured?
My favorite photo that I've captured besides the Zelina Vega, Liv Morgan. I capture her like. I have people I always aim to get a good photo for. Like you can tell who are my favorite people. Like I love shooting. Liv Morgan always brings it. She's such a big energy when she comes out. Bianca's a star. Like my favorite photo this year has been my big three photo with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. I wasn't close to the ring, but I asked someone. I was like, please, can I just get a photo of these three women? And I love that photo because I'm Puerto Rican and Black, and to be there for those three, I was there for Bianca and Sasha, and now Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. It's just reputation matters. Like I tell people all the time, like it matters. There can be a little young girl in the audience who sees someone just like us and be like, that's what I want to do. And it's such a good like feeling. Mm-hmm. And just to see Naomi back where you could tell like people she's getting the love that she should have gotten years ago.
Yeah.
And Jade Jade was a star before, but Jade is a huge star now.
She's
and then
elevated now. Like,
she's elevated. Yeah. They brought her to the next level. And then Bianca, I saw Bianca from NXT. Bianca NXT to now is just, it's just amazing, the transition from where she was before to now. That's a photo I love. Asuka and Kairi Sane at Survivor Series War Games. They just have fun. Kairi Sane, you can see her when she's in her entrance. She's just always dancing, and they were just in that cage, just having a ball. And I wasn't really paying attention to the match. One thing about me is I never know what's going on in the ring. I always look to see what they're doing, because that's how I capture those moments, because people are not paying attention to them. They're just like, just having fun. So I caught that one in the ring and in the cage. And for WrestleMania, I met Kairi Sane, and I wanted to meet Asuka, but she got sick. But I took the photo and I introduced myself, and she was just like, "That's you." She's like, "I love this photo. I love this photo." And that's just such a good film moment when they recognize and they like get to see the person behind it. And I'm like, "Yeah, that was me." And she like leaped into my arms, and she's like, "I love it. I repost." So I was like, "Thank you so much."
I love that.
I love it. And even Solo, one time he saw me in the crowd, and he like still was in character, but he was like, "Thank you for all your work." I was like, "Thank you." And he just kept walking.
Right, because you never know. Like, especially in this industry, like you see people watch and repost, and sometimes you never know if it's ever going to get to that said wrestler that you talked about in the meet on your podcast, or that you took a photo of, or that you just happen to have a great interaction with them 1 minute and they still remember that. So for when they notice, like, "Oh my God, this is you. Like, I love what you do. Or I love your work." It's the most amazing thing ever, the most amazing feeling ever. So Survivor Series this year was in Chicago. Well, last year technically was in Chicago. Did you happen to take a photo of the four of them on top of the cage when they won?
No, I didn't. I was the first row to the entrance, so I was pretty far away. I think they had like 40 rows, so I was like nowhere near the cage. I wish I did get a photo of them when they came to the end and they all hugged each other and raised each other's arms, but it was so dark that you can't see it. And it's just one of those photos that I wished that it came out good, because it was a good moment, because Charlotte and Becky at that time finally came together and became cool. So
yeah,
I wish I would have gotten that moment, but no, I was there.
Actually, Becky cry in the press conference right after.
Yeah, I did. I
haven't read her Charlotte dynamic, and she started to like tear up. But I don't remember what question I asked, but I asked a question, and Becky kind of started to tear up. And I'm just like, "Oh my God, now you're making Becky Lynch cry." Like, "Oh my God," like somebody captured this. I mean, it's literally on screen, on camera, but I'm just like, it's those moments that you just have to like capture, that solidified. Like,
right.
You ask these questions, you take this photo. Is there any photo that you wish you would have taken? Oh, we love the dogs here. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We love the dogs.
Sorry. Shh. Yes. I'm so sorry. That is my hound named Roman. He's my big dog. Yes.
I love that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Is there any photo that you wish, or any event that you want to be at to take a epic photo, like Britt Baker at AEW when she had that match against Thunder Rosa and her face was just bloody and busted? Like, do you ever feel like you want to capture those moments and be like, "Oh, this is special too"? Like, I don't know how it's going to translate, but I still want to capture them to have them.
Yeah, I love doing ringside work too. My favorite ringside photo that I've taken was the infamous Sasha Banks doing the split at the Royal Rumble. I found out that was her most liked photo on Twitter, and just to be there and be the one who took the photo was amazing. I also I think that's when the Bella Twins came back, and I got their photos, and I took the one of Nikki Bella just sitting on the ground, just watching what was going on in the ring. So I love doing ringside work. It is a lot of work. It's very stressful because you have to look out for wrestlers and the cameraman and be like, "Oh my God, But that was one. The Sasha Banks photo was my favorite photo I've taken ringside. It, that's my top photo. Like another top photo of mine that I proudly let people know. No, that was me.
Give me my credit.
Give me my credit. Yeah.
So we always ask this question because you said you grew up watching the Attitude Era. So we have to know: are you a rock girl or a Stone Cold girl?
So I was a rock girl.
Okay.
I was a rock girl. Yeah.
Sorry, P.
And I'm so sad because he was around during the Attitude Era, but like he wasn't there for long. And that's like once he left, I was like, well, now what do I watch? Like,
yeah, it gave that. It was like, what do I watch? Like Austin is gone and injured. Rock is gone because he's in Hollywood. You got Triple H, and then this whole. I promise you, I stopped watching an Attitude Era. I watched a little bit of Ruthless Aggression, but it's like, all right, now I'm in high school, so why am I watching? You know. And then I came back around every time they would announce The Rock was making an appearance, I would watch it.
Listen,
every time. Look, like seriously, like rock girly all day.
No lie, I keep everything. My mom calls me a hoarder, but like I call it memories. I still have my journal from when I was around that like 11 when that time was going on, of penciling in all the pay-per-views like on when Rock was going to wrestle, because I was like, no, I need to. At that time, my dad had like the black box, like illegal box for me to watch the pay-per-views.
We all had one, don't?
Yeah.
So it was a staple of the 90s. You got to have a black box.
Yes. Yes, I literally would go to his house on the weekend and I would watch the pay-per-views. And that at that time, him and Triple H were like ping-ponging this title belt and had me stressed every week.
It's like, if you don't know what stress was as a child, you watched them, that you knew what stress was.
Yes.
Gray hairs early because of that.
Yes, I was watching Raw until 11 o'clock at night on a Monday night. Like watching him go through, because I think it was the McMahon Helmsley era, and they just had Rock go through it.
I was just talking about the Attitude Era and how The Rock had switched and went corporate, and he had that they had like this no DQ match. It was Rock and Mankind for the title, and DX was Team Mankind, and then everybody else was the corporation was Team Rock, and then when you look back at that match at that moment, you have these big staples. Like you literally have three. Most of them are Hall of Famers now.
Right.
DX, Mankind, Mick Foley, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's just like you have these powerhouse dynamics coming in. Undertaker was, I believe, a part of that. Coming in under one segment. And it's like you don't have that now. Like you don't have those big dynamics now. Now, being that we're speaking about Attitude Era, if you could go back and take a specific picture or capture a specific pay-per-view from that era, or even show, if you can remember, which one would it be?
So my two favorite pay-per-views from that time were SummerSlam 1999, just because I loved Triple H and Chyna together, and that their entrance, that aura, was just everything to me. It was Triple H and Chyna versus Mankind and Jesse Ventura as the special guest referee. Like that match was, I know it's not everyone's favorite, but it's my favorite. And then Backlash 2000, when The Rock finally won the belt back, and you had Stone Cold return, Linda McMahon return.
Oh,
and it
was in the four corners.
Yeah. No. That was WrestleMania. This one was just The Rock versus Triple H. And they had
right. And then Stone Cold came out with the chair and hired
he returned. Yep.
Yes. I love that one. You picked up gems, because I forgot about that Triple H and Chyna one. Like I forgot.
At that time, they did a lot with MTV too. Like they had like MTV. They did like Heat on MTV to lead up to SummerSlam. So I just remember all that because it was like integrating everything I love. MTV at the time.
Right. MTV was big.
Yeah. So it was big, and I just remember that their chain outfit. That chain outfit was everything to me. I wore that on for like a chain top for SummerSlam. It was John Cena versus Roman Reigns. So I think it was like 2 years ago. I wore a chain top for like Triple H's SummerSlam outfit. I love Triple H and Chyna together. They were just everything to me, and I love Chyna. So
yeah.
If I can photograph one wrestler, it would have been her.
Absolutely. China was very photogenic.
Very
Especially when she came out to her entrance and you saw it had all the neon lights like surrounding her face, and she was just standing on business, like standing right there. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she didn't look like the other females, and that's what I just loved about her. Like, she didn't care. Yes, she was bigger, but she didn't care. She was like, I'm gonna get in the ring with them. So she had the whole aura. I wish if it was one person I can see wrestle, it would have been her, because I never got to see her live.
Never got to see her wrestle, never. And the way that they treated her, they did her thing. It's just like,
yeah.
I will never forget watching a Raw. I think I was there at Raw in Barclays, and Brooklyn crowds, we don't care. We gonna say what we gonna say. So it was this one moment where somebody started chanting "UF China." And the whole arena started, and Triple H got flustered, like he couldn't even speak. And I'm just like, that's that guilt. And that's karma, because you ain't have to do her like that. You don't have to do her like that at all. I do wish that she was here to receive her flowers, or being accepted into the Hall of Fame. Have you taken any photos, Hall of Fame photos?
I have taken Hall of Fame photos. I took some this year. My lovely photo of Mickie James went viral because she looked good. She came out with a high blue slit, and people were like, "Is that Mickie?" And she like commented, she's like, "I wish I didn't have that bag with me," because she was like having this pink Kate Spade bag that didn't go with the outfit. I was like, "Girl, you look good. Like, don't even worry about it." And I think I photographed when the Undertaker was inducted. So I think that was Dallas. I did that.
Yeah, that was the Taker TED Talk.
Yeah. We were in church. I never forget. I was like falling asleep, and then he mentioned like he wants to thank his little son. And I was like, "Son, when did he have
I'm like, what did you do? And how she snapped back like that?"
I was like, "What?" I woke right back up. I was like, "Son."
I was like, what? Are there? I don't know. If I can ask you this, or if you can answer it, do you have your obligations only to WWE when you take photos, or are you allowed to take photos in other promotions?
I can take photos with any promotions. I'm not with WWE. I would love to be one day, but I know I can take photos with whoever. I don't take photos of WWE just because it's just not my I can't get into it. I just be honest. I've attended shows. I will never. The wrestlers do amazing over there, but I just can't get into it. But I've done GCW, which is a lot of fun. I'm ducking and dodging like light bulbs and barbed wire, blood.
I'll do GCW. I won't do a death match at GCW.
Oh, I love it.
Because the one in Texas, that one, the was it the first one? Yeah, that first one went in Texas after they came from Florida. So that was 38. I'm okay. I was 4. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I could stand here. I could do. Child, that broke too many light bulbs for me. I had to leave out of there. I said, nope, can't do it.
The first one I attended was here in Orlando, and it was Masha versus, I forget what the other young lady is, Sawyer. And Masha popped out with a knife. And I was like, is that a knife? Like, what? I was not prepared. I was like texting people. I'm like, what should I look forward to? They were like, there's going to be a lot of blood. And then she popped out with a knife. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like, whew.
I don't know how
it would translate really good on photos.
Yeah.
Like the after effects or whatever. But I've seen it was a death match between I believe it was Yaya and somebody else. No, Billy Dixon. I can't think of the opponent. And they brought out the big cylinder light bulbs and the doors, and wood is flying and glass is flying, and I'm just like, how y'all sit in front row for this?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Like y'all bulletproof, like y'all Teflon, like let me know, because
GCW has a special crowd. They want the blood. In Detroit, SummerSlam, they had a GCW show, and glass was flying everywhere, and people were like, "Yeah, cut me!" I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, they want it. They want the blood on them. They want to feel like they're part of the show, and they are.
Yeah, they are, because they'll fall anywhere and be like, "All right." I think you got to sign at this point. People should sign waivers.
Yeah.
And GCW shows, we are not responsible.
Yeah.
Because no, like going to that GCW show brought me back to 1998's I Quit match between The Rock and Mankind.
Ah, yes.
As an 8-year-old watching that match. As a 34-year-old thinking about watching that match. I can't do it. Literally, I don't know if it was because of how bad The Rock was beating Mankind, or like when he lifted his face and the mask is all bloody on the inside. I don't know what it is about that match. Like, I even have this DVD of a trilogy of The Rock matches. When it came into that match, I skipped it. Yeah. Went to the next one. I can't do it.
When I think of hardcore, I think of Shane McMahon, because that man was flying off the top. I think of when Kurt Angle tried to suplex him into the mirror, and it didn't shatter the first time, so he had to do it again. I was like, oh, no.
And he ended up breaking his tailbone.
Yeah.
Broke his whole tailbone. I was like, God damn, but that looked good as a photo, too. When they see. But I also think about when he climbed up the rafters, and Steve Blackman hit him with the kick stick, and he just fell back. And I'm like, Shane, you all right? Like,
I would love for Steve Blackman, for him to come back. That's one person that fell off. His music was everything. It was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, yes, with his candlestick.
You know who else had good music? Big Boss Man. God rest his soul.
Yes.
Every time I hear, I'm like, Big Boss Man, let me run to this TV because I love the music.
Yeah, I loved Boss Man. I loved Steve Blackman. I was a huge Deborah fan. Like, she didn't do much, but I was like, go ahead, girl. She had that power. She would just get on the apron and be like, hey.
I'm here. I actually met Jeff Jarrett at my first AEW show. I did an article when I was writing with Wrestling Inc. And he saw it and retweeted it. So when I introduced myself to him, he was like, I remember who you are. Thank you so much for that article. I said,
oh, that just reminds me.
He's so nice.
I was at the Jeff Jarrett versus Ric Flair last match. When it was in, I think it was in Nashville. Oh. I was there, and it was I got a photo of a bloody Ric Flair, and he reposted it. Him, Andrade, and Charlotte. I don't know why Ric Flair. Don't ask me why Ric Flair was wrestling. I
don't. When it comes to Ric Flair, I don't ask questions. I
honestly, I was there for Karrion Kross and Scarlett. I know people don't love them. I love them. I was there to see them.
I can't get into them at all.
No,
they're not. I don't know why they can't get over. Like, I don't understand what is it that they cannot get over. They just cannot get over.
And the thing is, he was so big in NXT. Like but it was also during the pandemic, so he didn't really have a big crowd. But he was over, and he's one of the nicest gentlemen I've ever met. Like, so nice.
He's nice, but I don't know why he can't get over. I don't know why it's not translated for us. I don't know why it's just like not. I don't know. I don't know. So, wrestlers have their different genres. When it comes to the high flying wrestlers, not even just like the luchadors, not like the Rey Mysterios and stuff. Like, people like Montez Ford. I say Montez Ford has crackhead energy because the way he just goes, and I'm just like, how? Like, do you think it'll be difficult for you to get a shot of them moving so fast as such, or it's just like you put the shutter speed on and just like click, 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 click?
No, I bumped that shutter speed up real quick. The thing about WWE is that they have really good lighting. Yeah. So I'll give them that. So I just bumped that shutter speed real quick when I feel like a big move is gonna happen, and lower that iOS, and there we go.
That's it. Because I would love to see like what their faces are like when they're like upside down.
Yeah.
Midway, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's what you look like upside down, because it happens so fast. It happens. Happens really, really quickly. Is there ever a time you was like trying to get to a shot and something happened real fast? You're like, damn, I missed it.
So the thing is, I will tell you like ahead of time. I tell all my friends, I'm like, you don't want to buy tickets to sit with me, because I literally will not speak to you. I'm literally quiet, and I'm like watching these wrestlers like a hawk. Like, you can always tell after so many shows who is gonna do what. So I always I can't talk to you right now. I'm laser focused, and I will make sure I get the shot. Like, who is it? Tiffany. She was about to do her what is it called? Beautiful
moonsault.
Yeah, and I'm like, shit. She's going on top. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. I'm focused right now. And I got a photo of her doing her moonsault, and it's like one of my favorite photos as well because it is really beautiful.
It's real. Like I don't even know whose is better. Hers or Charlotte's. Like at this point.
I'm gonna go with Tiffany. It's just so like fresh and neat. Like
clean.
Yeah, she's
super clean. I'm like,
super
wow.
Clean.
Like I mean, she be rubbing me the wrong way, like character wise, because you know, I'm just like, girl, I don't like you. Like, chill out. But that is the prettiest moonsault for a reason.
Yeah,
it's very, very clean, very, very like. So there's a few iconic shots that live in my brain.
Okay.
The Brood coming up.
Yes.
Fire.
Yes.
China standing. It's something that he loves the dogs. I don't know.
He's neighborhood watch. I'm so sorry.
Trust me, I've had 2 dogs before, maybe 3. So I understand when somebody walk in and they hear it, I get it. China when she's standing there, and the lights is on her, or even when she has like her bazooka. This one right here, Bianca Belair, when she won the title at Mania. So, are there shots that you wish that you could recreate, and how would you put your spin on it?
Is there a shot that I can recreate? I wish I can do a Triple H with my time playing, coming out with a sledgehammer. I would just I love to put emphasis on like the lights, because it gives it that oomph to it. I've done Edge the Brood entrance, but I would love for all 3 of them. Just the fire, everything.
I need that. Now they all in AEW, so it may have. Well, Edge just broke his foot.
Yeah, I know.
Gangrel came back. He jumped off the cage, broke his foot. I'm just like, you're messing up what's supposed to be the Brood coming back together because y'all all over there now. Like, I treat your body like you 50 something.
Lord, I know. I make a joke and I'm like, Edge retired because. But I mean, good for him. He wants to do all that high flying and all that stuff. And I think WWE was just like, we just want to keep you safe, so we're not gonna have you do all of that anymore. There is one shot that I'm like constantly trying to perfect, but since I'm not ringside, I can't. It's Cody Rhodes, and I want Cody Rhodes shot with all the pyro hitting the back. It's just that's one shot I'm trying to like get, or I would love to get a Roman Reigns with all the pyro going off in the back with a title.
With the title, right?
It's the title.
Point of having pyro, you ain't got no title. I get it.
I mean, he still has that aura, but I want a title.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would love to get the perfect Cody Rhodes pyro shot. It's just Cody has that just aura, the star power, and the crowd loves it. I will throw up a 1 while I'm hitting a whoa at the same time. Like don't like it was hard.
You can't choose between the 2. That's why.
Oh, I'm always gonna pick Roman Reigns.
No, that's a fact.
I can't. It's such a good song, though. I can't help but sing Kingdom.
Right. You have to, like, when he came out in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, and I always have this running joke. Like, Texas, I lost my body parts.
Yeah.
Because Brian H. Waters, shout out to Brian, he was like, is it going to be Cody? And Cody comes out. And then I had injured my shoulder in a car accident. Like, not bad, not crazy. But he jumps up and comes down like on my shoulder.
Oh
no. Okay. So then we knew Austin was going to be there the first night.
Yeah.
Of Mania. We didn't know he's going to be there the second night. So the second night comes and P's on the inside of me. And Austin glass breaks.
Yeah.
And she like swipes my knees, both of them clean. So I'm like, I left out of Texas handicap. Like my body parts are still in Texas because it's like it's hard not to react in those ways. Are there crowd shots that you gotten when you heard a glass break or Rock's music hit or Cody's music hit? Even the Uso, main event Jey Uso when they do the the yeet dance.
So I got a photo from this past Royal Rumble of Jey Uso doing the yeet, and then of course I got him on top of the cage in Survivor Series because no one expected him to get up there. He was just like, we were like, wait, where's he going? And then I took a photo because as he came down, his foot got caught and he almost fell. So I have a photo of him like looking at Cody like, yo, did y'all catch that?
I saw that.
And then I did catch a photo of Stone Cold smashing his ears at WrestleMania 38. It's one of those bucket lists. Like, it had been so long since I've seen Stone Cold. I think I've only seen him. Yeah, I've only seen him once, and it was in 1999. I don't remember. Like,
right.
So of course I had to get that moment. And then this year, The Rock. The Rock, again, I've been dying to see him live. I was only 11 when I saw him live one time. So my inner child came out when he said he was going to have a match. I was like, I don't care how I get to, where were we? Philly, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to see The Rock. And I don't care who's in my way. I'm going to get my photo of The Rock. Of The Rock.
That's how I felt. Rock. I love The Rock since '96 when he came out of Survivor Series with the pineapple hair and the blue. He was the blue chipper. And it took me from 1996 all the way up until this year to see The Rock for the very first time.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I had to park by a fire hydrant, run to bark. I had my nephews with me too. I'm like, listen, if y'all not running with me, I get left. I don't know what to tell y'all. Run, drop my nephew off with his friend and his dad. My big nephew running towards our seats because I was not missing The Rock whatsoever. But I was like, thank God for this vignette because I'd have been mad if I didn't catch that entrance.
Yeah.
I was like trying not to cry because I'm just like, this is The Rock. Like, oh my gosh, like, it's just those, like, even capturing on the cell phone, it's just those moments that you have forever. If you have any Rock pictures, please, I'll literally post it right here.
Oh yeah, I can send you some that I took.
I
was so upset that he was so late for WWE World. I waited there for like an hour, and then I was like, I gotta go to Wale Mania. I can't wait for this man any longer. I wish.
Yeah, he came out like at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be there at 4. I was like, listen.
Right, I had left my job around because I had to go film something for work, and then I had to pick up my coworker, and I was driving, so my boss was texting me like, "Oh, The Rock is gonna be at WWE." Where I said, "I know, I'm gonna make it to Philly at 4, like to my hotel at 4." And he was like, "Oh my God, like what kind of Rock fan?" And I'm like, "Leave me alone, please." Yeah. Come to find out he came out at 6. I said, I could have went.
I should have waited. But like I hate being late for anything, so I was like, I need to get to Wale Mania. So
Wale Mania, and then I thought he was going to show up at Wale Mania because I'd probably still be passed out at Wale Mania right now, like in the same. I'll be there. They'd be like, "She ain't moved yet." Nope.
Yeah.
I would have been passed out if the Shield would have came, like Dean Ambrose.
Am I the only one who thought Dean Ambrose was going to come out?
Everybody thought, because I was just watching the clip yesterday in commentary. Corey Graves was like, everybody's looking for them. Where are they?
Yeah.
So I'm just like I'm like, WWE, don't help me. Don't help me.
Exactly. Imagine if they would have pulled that off. I would have been like, you know what? I would never speak to you guys again.
I would have went viral for crying, like not even screaming the way that I did. I went viral for crying, like ugly crying.
I marked out when Jordan Grace's music hit for Royal, which is on right now. But I was like, is that Jordan Grace? I popped up and people were like, who's Jordan Grace? I was like, it's TNA. Please get up.
Right. Like I literally was by the ramp with Big Swole and Tasha Steele.
Yes.
And we over here looking like sometimes we would like stand up. I feel like we were standing up and sitting down like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
and
I was like, I know you lying.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, now that she's back again and she's about to face Roxanne tomorrow, Sunday at Battleground. Like, what if she really takes home this title?
Listen, I don't know what they're cooking, but they're cooking something. I feel like someone big from WWE is going to come to her open invitation in Chicago. I don't know what. I just feel it. I don't know if it's going to be Natty or I don't know, but I feel like someone from WWE is gonna show up at TNA.
How do you feel about Natty? I feel like they dropped the ball with Natty so long ago that they just don't know how to pick it back up with her.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. I was like into Total Divas, and Natty was the most annoying person to me on Total Divas. I was like, I can't get into Natty.
Yeah,
but then I learned so much of her, what she does in the background. Like she coaches so many people, and she's just so like warm and helps the women out so much that you just grow to appreciate her. Like she may not like be on TV the everyone's favorite character, but in real life she is amazing.
Yeah, I love her. Love her daily. Love her daily. She always reposting us or like always liking what we say about her. Like I love her daily, and I love what she does in the back. But I'm just like, what is your character? Like, what is it that you want to translate on TV? Like I felt that way about Bret Hart as well. Like although he was a hitman and you know he was doing everything, like looking back, I'm just like, for me, Bret Hart kind of fell flat for me, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I just couldn't get into like the person who had the most charisma out of all of them was Owen. And tragically we lost Owen too soon, but I really would have loved to see where Owen would have went had, you know, he didn't pass away. And I love how Natalya is using his line now. Enough is enough and it's time for a change. I'm like, all right, subtle tribute to Owen. Got it. But I don't know. I want them to do more with Natty.
Right.
A lot more. Like I love that what she's doing in NXT.
Yeah.
But I do feel like Homegirl's about to turn on her soon. I just feel like everybody's turning on everybody.
I think Carmen just got injured.
Yeah, she did just get injured. She did. But that don't mean her turn not coming. Look at what happened with Willow and Chris Statlander. Yeah, so but we knew that was coming. That was inevitable. We knew.
You can always turn. I don't know how the crowd's gonna react when that Bianca and Jade turn happens.
I was just about to ask you that.
I don't know if it's gonna be the Bianca turn in. I feel like they're gonna go with the Jade. I feel like
I think it's gonna be Jade turn. I don't think they're gonna make Bianca heel anymore. Like she was healing NXT and it was okay, but I don't think they're gonna make her heel anymore. I think it's gonna be Jade turn, and I'm gonna be so heartbroken.
She's our John Cena. She's never gonna turn that heel.
Right. I'm gonna be so heartbroken. Like I'm gonna have to send a text, like, girl, you're all right? You need me to book a flight? Like, you okay? Because I'm just like, but we know, like, I just like when you see it, like you just see like Jade is supposed to be a heel.
Yeah, Jade is a heel. Yeah,
she's supposed to be a heel. Bianca's supposed to be the baby face. And my thing is, that what happened to the big three? Naomi's with Bailey.
I know. What happened with that?
Well, I'm like, and then like Bailey getting pressed by Piper Niven, and where was Naomi? I'm just so confused.
Yeah, and I just saw that they announced that Mia Yim and Nia Jax are tag teaming. I'm like, what did I miss? What's going on?
They tag team. They fought in the back. Were they supposed to be tag teaming?
I thought I was like halfway.
I know Mia slapped Nia. Nia threw her over a table and she slipped. Got back up. Mia did something to Nia. Nia fell again because it was wet on the floor or whatever. Like she spilled a drink, it was wet. Yeah. But I'm loving the fact that they're giving Mia Yim some TV time.
Oh, yes. That girl, she's booked and busy. She's got Battleground Sunday, NXT Tuesday, and SmackDown Friday. Let's go, Mia.
I'm loving, in the words of Triple H and Shawn Michaels, how the inmates are running the asylum because we needed it. We needed it. Like, this is such a it gives Attitude Era without all of the that we endured during the Attitude Era, because as I always say, Attitude Era fucked us up.
Oh yeah, I definitely shouldn't have been like 11-year-old watching the stuff that I was watching during the Attitude Era, because I was like,
right. I was 8 years old. Like
I was watching people get sacrificed and
middle fingers and suckets, and it's just like, all right, well,
amazing. Miss Kitty, oh God!
Val Venus and the Hello Ladies, and then kind of find out that later on, like his name Venus was spelled as penis, just with the V, and I'm like, oh, all right, okay. Like,
I'm so glad we had internet, but like I wasn't on it like that to know what was going on, and I'm just glad I missed that element of like surprise. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'll just hear for the vibe.
Well, kayfabe now, I feel like it's coming back a little bit. Especially with like Liv Morgan trolling Dominic Mysterio and liking all of his stuff.
That's funny.
I already know when Rhea Ripley. Oh, please! I hope when Rhea Ripley comes back, they're in the city that you can capture, like go and capture it. I know.
I want to be
expressions alone.
I want to be there when Rhea returns, when Seth returns, and when Roman Reigns returns. The big threes.
Right.
They're the big three, the triple R's.
The triple R's.
Rollins, Reigns,
Romans, and Rhea. Yup. Because it's just like Roman leaves and Solo gets a voice. Who are you?
I don't need Solo to have a voice. I need Solo just to be quiet.
Yeah, you didn't force her. Like, you got Tonga Loa, and then where's Jimmy at?
Yeah.
Jay over here holding it down on his own on this side. Is Jacob supposed to be coming? Is Lance coming? Like, it's just like
there's a lot going on.
A lot of them. It's a lot of
There's
them.
so many of them. I'm like,
so many of them. I'm just like, I can't keep up. And now we know the Rock is going to come back.
Yeah.
Because we know Rock and Rome is going to happen at Mania 41. We know that for a fact.
They're saying Cody Rhodes and Rock is supposed to happen at 41.
No, because I don't think so.
The
way Monday Night Raw ended after 40, when he was like, don't break my effing heart again. And the way it was before, I forgot if it was SmackDown or Raw. I think it was Raw and Cody, and like Rock said something to the effect of, "Oh, I'm going to help you win" or something to Cody when he whispered in his ear.
Yeah.
I really think it's going to be like all that's going to come out, and I really think it's going to be Rock and Roman. Like the match I originally wanted for 39.
Ah, brother.
It's a lot.
I've been wanting to Rock versus Roman for years now, and now I gotta wait another year. I think it was supposed to happen in LA.
Yeah,
and then it was supposed to be
40.
Yep, that didn't happen.
And then you changed it because you want him to bitch slap Cody, and you got Seth Rollins coming in. I'm just like, oh Lord, like,
oh brother,
that's what they want. In the words of Batista, give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Damn it. Listen.
I just need it. I need it to happen. It has to happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna manifest that this happens. And it's gonna be Vegas. UFC, TKO. Like, it needs to happen. Like,
I can't wait.
Place for it.
I can't wait for Vegas. Oh, I can't wait for Vegas.
Me neither.
When they did SummerSlam in Vegas, it was a lot of fun. I was like out until like wee early in the morning at Denny's, like talking about wrestling. All these. I love it.
And I've never been to Vegas. This is gonna be my first experience in Vegas, and it's during 420. It's on 420. Like, the way I'm about to just have fun.
Vegas is a lot of fun. There's so much to do. I'm already like trying to plan outfits, dinners. It's just so much to do in Vegas. Oh, I can't wait. And then you add wrestling to it.
If it was in Vegas, it definitely would have been New Orleans.
Listen, they need to go back. I need a redo of New Orleans. I went for Mania there, and I went with a couple, and I was like, they're willing, and I was like, listen, guys, like I just want to be on Bourbon Street drinking with everyone.
And a hand grenade, maybe 2, double fisting them because
yes. I need a redo. I had just left the bar right before Elias came in to like perform. I was just like, I need a redo.
I really hope that I know for a fact now that they won't probably do any more cold states because of Philly. I'm so happy because if it was going to be in Minnesota, Krista would have been on her couch. Would not have been.
Night 1 of Mania was rough.
Yes.
It was rough.
Night 1 was rough. Thank God my friend ended up having a suite, so we kind of like went in there. But the fact that they took the windows out.
Oh, really?
Suite, so we can hear it. Because in Texas, when we was in a press box or whatever, they had the windows in and we was listening from the inside, like on recording. But they took the windows out so we can hear the crowd and the music. But I'm like, y'all taking it out in the wrong state because it's cold.
It was cold. That was cold. I've done so many cold states. So I've done Mania in New York when it was like
I did 35.
And then I did this one, and I'm like, and then I did a Royal Rumble in St. Louis in January. Oh, Jesus, that was
Chicago, November.
Chicago was cold. Chicago, my last day there, it was snowing. I was like, I need to get
getting on the I'm so glad we was able to get on the plane. And I'm like, how they gonna fly on the snow? Like, I know Chicago's the Midwest for a reason. It's the Windy City for a reason. But Jesus.
I'm from Jersey, so like, and I'm used to the cold, but I don't want to sit in it. And I don't like my hands being cold. I don't like my feet being. It's just. I didn't really take photos first night of Mania because I was like, either I have my hands freezing or I take photos, and I choose to be warm.
Yeah, I choose to be warm. I had to buy a blanket.
I heard everything was sold out. Like chocolates were sold out, blankets were sold out, hoodies were sold out.
I had bought a blanket. I went downstairs to one of the big stores. It was sold out in the store on like near the concession station. You had to go to the other side and I bought a blanket. P ended up buying a hoodie. And I'm like, I was layered. I had jackets on. I was like, no.
It was bad. I don't even know how the wrestlers did it because they had a heater over the ring, but you could not have me. I got that infamous video of Roman Reigns because his hair was, he comes out with wet hair. His hair was dry. It was blowing in the wind. I was like, whoo! But you could tell that he was like, I'm not wetting my hair for this.
Yes, bro. Like, I'm not getting sick. I'm already autoimmune compromised. I can't get no more sick than this.
Yeah.
You do it. I was like, no, I can't. Nope. That's what I'm saying. Next time we need to start going on to these islands. Go to Puerto Rico for Mania.
Yeah. In Tampa, it rained. Oh, I forgot. Tampa night one, it rained. It poured. And then Vince McMahon came out and he was like, welcome to WrestleMania. And then the next thing I knew, they were like, you got to evacuate.
Yeah.
We need to find somewhere that like.
Let's do Arizona. Like.
Desert?
It's warm.
It's hot. It's not even Florida in Arizona.
Listen, I'd rather the heat than the cold anytime. You gotta find, there are not a lot of hot spots. Like Texas, if you go back to Texas, we can go try Arizona. We can definitely do California again. Although California was kind of chilly too.
I didn't go to California. I was like, I just got my house, so I was like, I can't really swing it. Yeah. And also, California is really stupid expensive. There's no way I was gonna be able to. No.
California was kind of chilly. It wasn't as bad, but it was it was unseasonably, cool out there.
I go back and forth whether if I rather be cold or hot, because at least where you're cold you can layer on. When you're hot, once you're down to what you can get down to, what else is like? There's nothing else I can do. I'm gonna look like a Lion King because my hair is just like drenched. Oh no!
Listen, I'd rather be warm. I'd rather a warm climate, but if it's like more on the hot side, then I'm okay because I hate being cold. And I'm from New York, grew up here, and I just hate it. I hate it because it's like once I'm cold, it's hard for me to re-warm myself back up.
Yeah.
Like it would probably take me like an hour or so to just like so.
Vegas is gonna be interesting because Vegas can get hot, but there's no humidity because it's in the desert. So
love that. Love the no humidity. Well, thank you, Danielle, for joining me on Those Wrestling Girls. Just let everybody know where they can find you at, where they can follow you at, where they can give you your credit after they take your photos.
Yes. So you can follow me on all socials on DTF Mania. I'm the same name on every social. I mostly post on Instagram and Twitter. I do occasionally post on TikTok of some videos that I can capture of entrances. But yeah, mostly Twitter and Instagram. And I always leave my watermark on. I've always learned, and now I've learned to keep my watermark on my stuff. But yeah, that's where you can catch me on.
And make sure you follow Those Wrestling Girls everywhere on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can follow me, Miss Krista B, MS_KRISTAB_ on Instagram, MS_KRISTAB on Twitter. Please make sure you follow my better half, my other half, Queen PR. That's Queen 3_PR on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow TikTok. Make sure you follow her other page, Pop Wrestling. When Pop Wrestling meets culture, when pop culture meets wrestling. I apologize. And yeah, we will be back next time. We hope you enjoyed. And until next time, we're out of here. Bye.
Queen PR, Krista B, Those Wrestling Girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women and wrestling. Let's go.